not surprised. I thought Highland Hills was the best team we played.
Yeah, they're the best team in the tournament.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised, but I'll take it. Roster by sneaking down here.
I texted him like, what the little boy? He's like, it is nuts here. People are losing their minds. Because it was way too much fun. He's like, what happened here? I think it'd be like right now. Which is generally our
What's that?
I told him my grandma was up there and she was
She is.
Good, how are you? Yes. Yep. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, there's a
we go to the championship, Claire said I could use her pom-poms.
There you go.
Teach me some cheers.
Yeah.
I know this one.
Yeah, there's really no great matches.
I could be wrong. Let's double check.
That way I get to talk to him during the game.
I think that's. I thought it was.
Check, check. There we go. We have warm-ups on this glorious Sunday morning, as a dear friend would say. Raiders here taking on the 17UA Locomotives from Lafayette. Raiders are looking like they're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go today. Looks like we'll be starting with Henry Snow in net. And we have several lines that have been shifted around to make room, to make sure that we got a full roster and everything's ready to go. So we are going to take a look here real quick and see who is listed and ready to go. I see Mr. Stolino and Mr. Casalia. And there's Mr. Robinson and Mr. Nash. There we go. That looks like Mr. Smith over there with Mr. Wiedemeyer. And Hatcher and Bostic, Brown and Bale, Stolino and Holden Ambrosio, Nash and Bergman. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the whole squad. So we are ready to go today. We've got about 45 seconds before warm-ups are over. Raiders are looking like they're connecting passes. There's not a lot of chatter, not a lot of noise. So we are moving well this morning. Looks good. Everybody's bringing the pucks in, heading towards the net, firing one last one off. And we've got about 26 minutes until we start. So there are some unique lines, making sure that we have ourselves positioned to win. We've got our first line of Hatcher, Robinson, and Brown. We've got Berglund, Bostic, and Bale together. We've got Ambrosio, Smith, and Nash. Casalia, Stolino, and Wiedemeyer. On defense, we've got Tiftikchin, Backus, Beasley and Cox, Nowlin, and Beck. So that will be our starting group. With looks like Mr. Snow is going to get the nod in net. And we've got some interesting music going in the background. From our position right now, if you're looking at the game, we are right above the benches. So we're back in that situation where the penalty box is across the ice from the bench, which means that when power plays are over, that person is going to be across and have to skate all the way across to either get another player out or jump in the play and get going. So last time around that worked out to our favor. We had 3 offensive defensemen that did a very good job as they came out of the box making stuff happen. The Raiders look like they are ready to go. Everybody looks well rested and like they're locked in. I'm liking this. Yes, Mr. Snow is going to get the nod. And, oh, I'm sorry, no, Mr. Moore is getting the nod this morning. And Mr. Snow will be on the bench. So they're going to have Mr. Snow for the next game. All right, so the gang, it looks like we're ready to go here. As soon as we get an official to the middle, the coaches finish giving instructions. The other coach is pointing over at our bench. That's going to be interesting. So let's see what we do here. Raiders look like they're ready. Yeah, it looks like the five are lined up. We've got Robinson, Brown, and Hatcher. We've got Backus and Tiftiction, and we are ready to take on the Locomotive. Let's go Raiders. Face off, nice tie up at the center ice. And boy, a lot of physical play right away. And puck goes right onto the bench on the first real stick touch of the game. We're gonna get a face off in the neutral zone. That'll be Robinson stepping up to take that one. Wins the puck into the zone to Charlie Brown. Off a leg, off a stick to Backus. Backus wraps it around. Tiftiction moves over to the wall. Brown comes with it. And it looks like 55 from the Locomotives has got the puck. And he's going to throw it around to the backside into his buddy's feet. But the puck comes out, goes back in. And looks like they want to be physical this morning. So the Raiders are ready to play hard and play fast. Whatever they ask for, we'll be happy to deliver. Off the boards, on to Mr. Wiedemeyer's stick. Weeds comes off, Robinson comes off, and Stolino comes on. Little dig and dug by the board. Locos come in, get a shot on Mr. Moore, but he's more than ready, up to the task as usual. Another shot on net with a fall there by the Locomotives. Stolino tries to bring it out, can't quite get it loose. Shot blocked in front, like that. Raiders, let's get set up and get it going. Brown is still on. Oh, nice save by Moore. Big rebound, but that's all right. We were right there, ready for it. We get it out of the zone, quickly get Mr. Brown off, and we get Mr. Mr. Beasley jumps on. We've got Pasalia. Backus is coming off, Cox is coming on. Got Pasalia, Wiedemeyer, and Stolino. Yes, they are on the ice. Stolino taking the face-off. Locked in, wins. Keeps the puck out of our zone. We're still fighting in the neutral zone, getting to know everybody. And there we go, out to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer with speed. Decides to dump in. Pasalia comes around the corner to pick it up, moves it to the middle. Wiedemeyer up, gets dispossessed there. Puck comes up to Beasley. Beasley makes a nice pass off the glass. Sure, he meant that angle to happen. Shot on net, just a little bit wide left. Locomotives pick up the puck. Happens to roll right to Ambrosio and gets it over to Pasalia. Pasalia passes it up to the point. Beasley knocks it down behind the goal for Ambrosio. And we've got a one-on-one here. Mr. Cox will do his job, and so will Mr. Moore. Well done, Raiders. Slowed that one down. No harm, no problem. There we go. Mr. Stolino with speed. Let's see if he can get there. Tries to hook him. Doesn't quite get it around him. There's a penalty for a high hit from behind. That'll be 2 for roughing. Raiders on the power play. Okay, looks like coach is going to lead this unit out. Looks like Smith, Nash, and Holden Ambrosio. We've got Beck and Nowlin on defense. Smith in to take the face-off. Wins the face-off over. Tied up on the boards. They are trying to be physical today. There we go. Smith gets it out behind the net. He's going to fire it up to the point. Nowlin takes a shot. Ooh, off a player. Takes a wicked bounce and gets right back to Nash. And Nash is going to, just misses wide left. Nolan stops it. Oh, Smith didn't quite get over far enough to cover him, but Mr. Beck is there to save the day. Swings it around. We enter and get a lucky bounce there. A little puck luck. River Nolan across the middle. Oh, couldn't get a stick down on the ice to get that in the net. And the shot comes to Nash. Nash passes it over to Nolan. Oh, just over the top. And puck is on the wall. Comes out. Mr. Nolan is ready in position and ready to go. Nice pass up, but didn't quite connect with Mr. Nash. Beck is going to pick that up, wheel around, and there's a locomotive waiting for him, but misses the pass. And Mr. Moore gloves that with ease. Wasn't going to go on net, but we're 49 seconds left in the power play, and all of a sudden, we've got a little bit of a hockey game here. Looking good this morning. All right, we've got first line back out. Robinson, Brown, and Hatcher. And the shorthanded goal is a miss. They did not quite get it. Liam breaking out, looking, weighing his options. Taps it to Brown. Brown, just didn't quite get a stick on it. He may have gotten a toe on it, but not quite a stick. So we're going to go back down for another face-off in our zone. We've got 33 seconds left in the power play, and we're going to try to get this puck out. Now we are, there we go. Oh, we did not win that face-off, but Mr. Moore is up to the task. We've got a couple shots on goal there. We need to clean that up and get out of our zone. Backus makes his nifty move behind the net. He's going to carry up. He's got time and space. Wow! You're just going to let that go. Okay. Backus goes over to the wall. They ice it. And we've got 8 seconds left in the power play. And we're going to head towards the locomotive zone. Let's see if we can get that moving. It's been a bit of a thing going on, so hopefully we can get this going. Face-off, didn't win the face-off there. Nico Moore in the background letting him know that they're back to even strength. And Mr. Backus picks up the puck. He's got time and space, goes off the wall. Did not quite connect, and Mr. Brown blocks that with the skate. Goes across to the Locos. Liam sticks the stick out, gets a little bit of tape on that one, and just enough for it to go to Kitchen. They get it out of the zone. They tap it down. Hatcher almost gets there in time. The Locos are coming in with the puck, and we do a good job of collapsing in the middle, making sure they get away from us. My goodness, if that stick was any further in his jersey, he would have had to use it to play. Stelino with the wheels, shoots, rebound, oh, good shot. Billy made a great save, gotta say it. Puck goes down around the corner to Stelino. To Squalia, to Cox, and we get a hook and we get no call. My goodness. We do get icing, thank goodness for little things. The puck is going to go back down into the locomotive zone where we've spent most of the game, so I'm okay with that. The different look today is starting to come together pretty good early. I like this. I like the way we're playing. We're getting shots on net. Nice little flurry there. We just didn't quite get the finish. Puck gets moved out by the Locomotives. Doesn't quite get in clean. They do dump and chase. But Beasley is there to take care of that. Nice spin move by Mr. Beasley. Reminds me of a undersized forward for the Avalanche. It moves around the back of the net to Pasalia. Wiedemeyer gets in there, moves it up. Trapped on the boards, a little tip. Oh, got it out to Stelino, shoots. Oh, just blocked in front. Goes around the boards. They figured they'll dump it there, but Pasalia saw that coming and made the move to get there on time. They're trying to carry out of the zone. Oh, just one step and a little communication, we would have had that one. They want to play physical today, so we're going to have to raise our physicality a bit and match up. Ambrosio makes a nice move around, dodges the check, puck gets stopped by the big man back there. I think that's what he's going to be doing all day. River Nolan takes a shot, and somebody's pads were in the right place. We get Nash out on the puck. Actually, so that was Nolan on the puck. Nash just came in on the change. Nice pass. Oh! And ends up on the locomotive stick, coming into the zone. Nicely protected by the Raiders. Dumped in deep by the locomotives, and Mr. Nolan gets a hold of it, fires it over to Nash. Nash catches it, off to Smith. Smith is getting pestered, decides to dump in, delivers the reverse check, and ends up on his feet. Goes around the boards again, and Mr. Beck is there. He said, I've seen that play before. Locomotives are going to come out from behind the net with the puck, but they are definitely getting a strong forecheck from the Raiders. They did clear the zone, but they brought it back in, so the Raiders are going to go say hello to them as well. Raiders are coming down the ice. Oh, come on, goodness gracious. All right. Well, looks like we're going to go down a man on an unfortunate tripping call. Raiders are very good at the penalty kill. This foursome has been very, very good. So I think we'll be just fine. We're going to keep moving. We're going to recognize what they're going to run early. We put Charlie Brown in for the face-off to give a different look. Charlie ties him up, wins the face-off, and Mr. Titchin almost clears it. Robinson in the middle, almost gets to it. He's going to get a stick on it. It is out of the zone along the boards, which we don't mind because that's eating up time on this power play. They move it back to their defenseman. The forecheck comes across pretty strong. Locomotives dump and get in. And Backus is trailing around there. Goes off the boards, not quite tape to tape. Titchin stops a pass to the front of the net, which was really well done. Tiff goes off the boards, and he's going to make a nice move down the boards here. Gets a little help from Mr. Brown. Brown makes a nice toe drag, just a little too far to stay under control. There's a stretch pass coming, and the Raiders see that and handle it. Mr. Moore handles the shot as usual. Mr. Brown in a foot race for the puck. Keep skating, get the change. Good job. We got a fresh forward line out there on the ice. Puck gets dumped into the corner. We still have Backus back there cleaning up the house, making sure nobody gets in there behind our goalie. Puck goes off Mr. Moore. Don't think that was going in, but we got 2-on-1 if we can make this happen. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a shot. Oh, what, the goalie doesn't know where it is. There it is. That was a great play. We almost got the shorty there. That has been the case with this group. They have scored a lot of shorthanded goals. They don't seem to mind 5-on-4 at all. All right, Locos get a change, and the face-off happens. Stelino kind of won that one, but we didn't jump on it. Does get moved down to our zone. And Beasley gets a little squish and decides he wants to make sure that this guy knows who he is. My name is Zegan Beasley. Nice to meet you. All right, puck comes up to the blue line. Locos are moving the puck around, and Mr. Moore gets a nice cover. And Mr. Beasley lets him know that you don't touch my goalie like that. And the big guy thinks it's his job to slow him down. He may not want to try that one. All right, we've got Holden Ambrosio as well as Christopher Smith out there on the ice. Want to say hi to my friends Mary and Ike in Las Vegas. There we go. Beasley knocks it down the ice, clears it for icing. That's all right. Takes a little bit time off the clock, couple of ticks. We got somebody standing up ready to come back in, and Mr. Nash looks like he will be able to jump right into the play. So if the Raiders play their cards right, we could get a natural 1-on-0 with Mr. Nash coming out of the box. So we are lose the face-off, goes to the Locomotives, but Mr. Smith reads that pass very well, and they are even strength penalty killed, and Mr. Nash comes out with a little bit of caliente in him this morning. Puck gets knocked over to and into the zone. We get an offsides call that, well, we'll call it interesting. So let's get it going. We're going to be in the neutral zone. Backus and Tiftiction roll back out. We've got Nash making the swing over here, and getting ready for the face-off is Mr. Christopher Smith. Face-off goes into the locomotive zone with an interesting tie-up at the line. Locos do get in, not much speed though. Raiders are right able to be there and make a poke check and forecheck and get out of the zone. Mr. Nash has got the stick on the puck, and he is moving it well. That puck moves, and we get a penalty for a very high cross check. That should be 2 and 10. We'll see how that gets called. No head contact is what he says, but don't like that play at all. But that's why they got 2 minutes for it. So the Raiders are going to be back on the power play. We're going to get Stelino, Pasalia, and Wiedemeyer in there. So Tiftiction and Backus are on the blue line, making sure things go the right way. Let's see if we can get a goal on this one, boys. I would like to see that today. And they fire it down the ice all the way, and Mr. Moore wisely lets it go by to get the icing call. 8 seconds off the penalty kill for the Locomotives. The power play is still got 1:52 in it, so we're in good shape. Puck goes down very quickly. Stelino wins it, then loses it. Big boy here, number 55, who looks like he's about 17 and 7/8, fires it out to the blue line across to Tiftiction, just misses a little bit right. Back to Backus. Backus surveys, he looks, he handles, moves it over to the corner to Pasalia. Pasalia to Stelino, Stelino to Backus. Stelino picks it up, he's gonna move, he's gonna switch with Backus. Backus gets a hold of it. Weeds comes up top. They have not figured out the system yet. Oh, shot just a little bit high. They're picking their placement, and they're doing a lot of cross-checking. I guess it has to be really bad for them to call it. Shoots it 5-hole, goalie sees it all the way, so we've got to get a big body in front there to knock that down. And we still have 1:05 left in the power play. They put the Robinson, Brown, and Hatcher line on with Nolan and Beck on defense. Looks like it's going to be Robinson taking the face off. Ties up, dumps it back where he wanted it to go. Gets to the top on the blue line. Oh, off the skate on accident there. And Mr. Beck comes back to cover. Mr. Moore easily slips it away. Puck comes out. Nope, not quite out. Puck is going to come out this time, I'm sure. And nicely sitting on the puck and making sure it squirts out to our boys. Brown's going to tap it. Didn't quite get it out. Robinson gets a stick on it. Doesn't quite get it out. And Mr. Beck is going to tie up on the board and wait for support wisely. Robinson goes in for support, and the Locos are keeping it in our zone because they've got a really aggressive forecheck right now. Playing well. Both teams really playing at their best, and we knew they were going to be very evenly matched. So good outlet pass by Robinson to Hatcher. Hatcher sees it. He covers it up. Robinson gets, oh, that was close. But he does get him for offsides. Okay, we're going to get a line change, full line change here. Looks like we are going to see Stelino, Bostic, Cox, and Beasley, and Berglund on the forward. Line goes, face-off goes our way. We knock it into the zone, dump it deep, and almost pick it up behind the net. Now Mr. Stelino has it. He's going to move it to the top to where Mr. Beasley was going to be. Beasley moves it back to Stelino. Stelino makes a nice turn, finds Cox with the between the wickets pass. Mr. Cox tries to get a shot off, and it doesn't quite go. Stelino gets a shot off, hits the goalie. Goalie's hugging that post pretty tight. My goodness, the elbows are flying and sharp. Oh, nice foot lift there by Stelino to make sure that puck got through. Thought it might get a good carom there. Beasley goes off the glass. The Locos grab it and fire it across ice harmlessly. Power play is over, but we will get icing on that. We have seen some unique things this season, so we're not surprised by anything today. The team looks like they're up and ready to go. They are playing well together, moving the puck very well. If we can just slow it down a minute, get some control, and then make things happen, I think we'll be just fine today. Tries to pass back, uses the body there, Mr. Beasley does, and there does Mr. Cox. And Mr. Beasley ensures that his goalie is not touched. Well done, Steve. All right, we're gonna roll out Backus and Tiff on defense, and we're gonna stick with that line on offense. Looks like Mr. Smith in to take the faceoff, wins to Tiff. Tiff makes a good protection move, goes around, gets held, still manages to get it up, clears it to the top, doesn't quite get it out. Now Tiff has got it with speed, and that's a scary thing for just about every team in this division. Shot goes on net, but gets a rebound. Oh, goes across, couldn't get his stick on it to make a shot attempt. Tiff back solidly to Backus. Backus into the zone. Holden didn't quite get it out of his skates in time. Backus grabs it, turns. They try to be physical with Matthew, but Matthew is a pretty stout kid. It's pretty hard to get him knocked off the puck. He drops it in deep. Nash comes around, and before they can get a stick on it, we get a stick lift. We keep poke checking, but we can't quite get a hold of it, and we're gonna get icing on the Locomotives with 26.5 seconds left in the first period. Double bagels on the board. Very, very, very good game so far. They're trying to send a message with physicality, and I don't think we're receiving it. So let's see how they run this face-off. Mr. Berglund had noticed they put a backside creeper up there on their last face-off in the neutral zone. We're down to 23 seconds. Weeds fires it around to Backus. Backus gets a good look. And boarding. That should be 10 minutes. We'll see how that gets called. And there it is. That should be 2 and 10. Let's see what we get. Just roughing. Goodness gracious. That is at least boarding. And these guys just seem to refuse to understand the rule book. Well, Scalino drops the puck. Drops the puck into the corner. We're on the power play. We've got time for maybe one shot, but boy, are we getting scrappy down there in front. Oh, just before the buzzer. So we've got 1:51 on the penalty going into the second period. They wanted to make sure we got some things taken care of. Yesterday we missed a announcement on the Browns sponsoring yesterday's game. We greatly appreciate it, Brown family, and we are very happy to have Mr. Brown. Thank you so much for sponsoring, and the Raiders are getting now a good discussion from Coach Woodley. They are right in front of us, so we are getting a bird's eye view, literally, on everything they're doing down there. All right, Raiders fans. Now, between periods, we're going to see some more good conversations. Everybody is locked in. Nobody looking for butterflies. Everybody's ready to go. Nico's leaning in just to take a look. He's already received his instructions on the other end of the bench. Stop pucks. He's doing a great job of it. So we are 8 shots aside, going into a second period in what's been a pretty even game. Looks like we will be, we've got quite the coaching staff on the bench. I'm just trying to sneak a peek here. Yeah, 4. So we've got 4 coaches on the bench. They are all having the right conversations. Woodley's leading the way. Everybody looks like they are dialed in. So we are fired up, ready for our second period of play. Noisemakers aren't allowed in the arena, but we'll let that slide. It's kind of cute. The Raiders are coming out on the ice with that first line of Robinson, Hatcher, and Brown. And then we've got Backus and Tiftikchin on the blue line. Puck gets one into the Locomotive zone. Oh, just missed on the pickup there. Nice move by Tiftikchin. Nice and quick. He's really, really good at that. Gets poked back to Tiftikchin. Down to Robinson. Goes off the wall. Throws an elbow. And looks like we're going to get a clear here, but Backus is ready for it. Over to Tiftikchin. Off the wall. Into the zone. No icing. That gets waved off. He goes high. Gets around to Tiftikchin. Shoots off. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. And Robinson gets it back to Tiftikchin again. Gets it in his skates. And it looks like they're going to come out with a little bit of a, it was almost a 2.5 on 1. Or 2 on 1.5, I should say. And that is not a safe play, but we're going to let that go for now. Robinson comes out, they come out from behind the net. That's Backus. And then Robinson picks it up from him. He's looking for the breakout. Makes a nice move around the first man. He's got time and space. He knows what to do there. Puck goes in, and he's offside on his own pass. Liam, come on. Just kidding. That's my kid, so I give him a hard time. So, hey, we're out on the power play. 35 seconds left. Raiders are looking to make entry here from the neutral zone. Nash, Smith, and Ambrosio with Beasley, looks like Beasley and River Nowlin. Beasley makes a little stumble there, gets it up to Nowlin, goes across to Nash. Nash comes in with a little bit of speed, makes a turn, stops, protects the puck, ties up an extra player, and that makes it a nice situation here for it to go up to Mr. Beasley. Beasley shoots, goes down low, nicely done. Big rebound, but it goes into the corner. And they're going to try to push us off the puck, but they actually help us by advancing our player into the middle. Nowlin gets it and lifts it in, but we don't get onside in time. So it's 13:07 left in the second period. Raiders will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Looks like we are going to get a defensive change here. It's going to be Cox and Beck together. Nowlin, Smith, and Nash on the line. Puck comes in, Locos pick it up, flip it out of the zone, goes right to Mr. Beck. Beck navigates through 3 Locos, and we get offsides. It's by that much. Yes, it was offsides, boys. Super close, but I'm okay with it. We just moved to the other side of the ice, do that face-off again, and let's make it happen. Smith gives instruction to Nash, and puck gets dropped, goes back to Beck. Beck moves it in nicely behind the net, right off the back of the net. And Holden Ambrosio moves it around. Nash picks it up on the forecheck, skates around, moves it to the top to Coxie. He moves it back down, doesn't quite connect with Nash. It goes across. The Locos are going to be 3-on-2 unless we get back here with some numbers quickly. And they try to make a move in the corner and lose a wheel there. They try to make the move around. Nash gets a nice assist from Mr. Beck on the forecheck. And how does it come out of the zone? All right. We're going to go into the neutral zone with the puck for the face-off. Looks like Pasalia, Stelino, and Wiedemeyer. Backus and Tiftikchin are back out as well. Nice tie up there in the middle. Puck still there. Raiders win into the zone. Knocks it into the corner, does Pasalia. Bostic actually in there. Takes care of business. Gets it up to the top. Backus top. I'm sorry, that is Stelino. 55 brings it in. Detaches. That was offsides, and that is offsides again. So, the Raiders are going to get this one. Wow. Skates up to center ice, but not down to the other end. Okay. Why is he? All right, there we go. Stalino with the face-off. Locomotives win it, kind of, but it ends up on Stalino's stick. He's getting checked and slashed as he moves around. Gets it up to Tiftiction, who takes a shot, gets blocked in front. If that would have gone through, that might have gone in. Pasquale, the big man versus the little man. Little man wins. Love it. David and Goliath. So the puck goes off Tiftiction's foot. He gets interfered with, and it gets moved out to center ice. They move it to the blue line. Tiftiction, Backus, shovels it in. Onside and no icing. Nice move by Stalino. Don't think the big man could even see him. Up to Backus. Backus fires one. Oh, off the post. Nothing like a little iron in your diet that will save your day. And Stalino with speed. Oh, another great shot. Raiders are buzzing. Raiders are buzzing. All right. Puck goes up high. Stalino's there to clean it up. Pisaglia's going to go again. David versus Goliath. Andrew's down there. He's going to make a good work of it, slowing down the big man, making sure that they have to work really hard to get out of the zone. They do, and Tiftition's like, I can skate with you any day of the week. Catches him, gets the puck, comes back up the ice, tries to make the stretch pass, is a little bit behind. And Liam gets it in his feet. Up against the boards. They try to shovel it up. They get it out to Brown. Brown gets it back to Robinson. Robinson fires it in the opposite corner. Robinson gets high to make sure that puck doesn't come out. Goes down to engage, and oh, goodness gracious. They call the hooking penalty, and we'll see what happens here. See if the Raiders can go recover the puck. There it is. That's the whistle. Goodness gracious. Well, there goes the Lady Bing trophy for Mr. Robinson. Gets called for the hooking there. We are going to be on the penalty kill. Looks like we've got Nash and Ambrosio, Beck and Cox. What it appears, oh, no, sorry. Beck and Nolan. It's up top. Locos fire way over the net. Leans into him, gets the puck. They make the play on the boards. We're tapped in. Nico sees it all the way in, and River turns nicely to protect his buddy. Well done, well done. There's 1:41 left in the penalty on Robinson, and we still have Bagels on the board. Up to the blue line. He navigates, makes a move, but harmlessly fires it into the corner. And looks like Ambrosio had it on his stick for a moment there. Haven't seen a real decent shot on net yet on the power play. That just about 3/4 of that one was out of play, but we'll let it go. Off the post, back to himself. And that puck trickles, and Ambrosio does get it out of the zone. Aggressively, they get the forecheck. The Raiders decide to tie it back up and make sure they get it cleared out nicely. Well done. They tried the cherry pick and flip that one over the top, but the alley-oop did not work. They did not get the dunk. They didn't even get the shot off. Well done, Raiders. They're cruising, thinking. Nash sees it, makes a move on it. Everybody tests their vertical jump on ice, which makes me chuckle a bit. Mr. Moore makes the save, and they keep him clean. Well done, Raiders. Well done. Dogfight out there today. This is going to be a hard-fought game. I tell you what, if we end up playing this afternoon, we're going to need every ounce of gas we can get in between. So we may have to set some tents out in the parking lot and tailgate. All right, face-off in the Raiders zone. Stalino out there with the face-off. Oh, we get a move, we get a shot. Oh, we get a whistle because the ref lost the puck. Goodness gracious. You gotta let your partner call that one. All right, little communication between goaltender and defenseman. Stalino with the face-off, ties it up between his feet, gets it to Beasley. Beasley moves it around the loco early and easy. We get out of the zone. Back to Stalino. They did not call the offsides. I'm wondering how that happened, but I'm not going to complain. So, the Raiders tap it out. I'm sorry, Locomotives tap it out. And a little bit of a bone crusher there to make sure that the game continues with some friendly competition. Puck gets tapped out, in, out, in, and offsides. So Robinson has 1 second left on the penalty. The door is almost open. Drops out. That puck, that penalty is killed off, and we've got Robinson, Brown, Backus, Tiftiction, and Hatcher out there. No particular order. Locos get the puck out of the zone on accident. Try to correct that, and offsides again. This rule is really difficult for the Raiders since they play in CPHL. So they are not used to having the offsides, but there's usually a touch-up allowed. Robinson wins the face-off back to Backus. They're on the boards trying to get a hold of that puck. Robinson gets a hold of it, gets knocked down, and will draw the penalty. Roughing, we will take it. Wow. Yelling and screaming from the penalty box. I'm guessing his mother is here in the stands by the sounds of it. Robinson taking the face off. Backus, Tiftiction behind him. Beside him is Hatcher and Brown. Wins it over to Brown. Brown goes across to Tiftiction. Hatcher moves to the front of the net. Gets a nice little screen there. Doesn't quite get it on net, but they move it around to Mr. Brown. Brown takes a look. Moves it up to Backus. Backus bangs it off the wall. Off the wall again, off Mr. Brown. Just out, and no, goodness gracious, we got an offsides. Really razor sharp call on that one. That could have gone either way. Robinson rolls back in for the face-off. Looking for a new trick in his bag. Face-off goes to the Locomotives. They try to shift it across and do. And they're going to dump it deep and chase it in. Mr. Moore knocks it around. Mr. Robinson gives chase. Brown gives forecheck. We get a pretty decent forecheck here, but we still haven't gotten control of the puck. Tiftiction has it bounce over his stick. Goes into the corner. Comes out with speed. Goes to Brown. Brown comes out with speed. Robinson cruises behind. Right into the belly of the beast. And a late hit behind the net. Let's go Raiders. We've got 1:06 left in the penalty. Let's see how we do here. We're going to get a wholesale line change here. Give a different look. We've got some hands on hips here. Looks like some folks are a little tired on the other side of the ice. Mr. Smith rolls in to take the face-off. Wins it across to Nash. Nash gets it over, and Ambrosio picks it up. Fires it up top to River Nolan. Nice shot, goes a little bit wide. Wide left. Nolan down to Smith. Smith makes a nice move, moves it over to Nash. Nash goes up top to Nolan. Nolan makes an intentional miss to give himself more space. Nash shoots and scores! Raiders are up 1-0. Gotta love that power play, boys. Way to go, Raiders. Beautiful movement of the puck. Great job by Mr. Nash picking his corner and sniping it. Top shelf where mom keeps the Thin Mints. That one's for you, Karen. So, hope the Raiders are ready to go because I know they're going to get a response here. So let's see how we handle it. Mr. Smith wins the face-off back to Beasley. Beasley makes a nice wall pass and gets it across. Shot on net, bounces off for a rebound. Puck is getting moved around. Nash sort of stumbles, gets it over to, over to Holden. Holden's beautiful pass just went through the crease, but we couldn't get our stick down on the ice. Tied up nicely by the Locomotive player. Puck comes trickling out to the top and gets passed. tries to deke around a couple of Raiders. Oh my goodness. What was that one? Oh, he's taking them both. High sticking. Oh, wow, and he's kicking and hitting the door. Keep it classy. Keep it classy, San Diego. Wait a minute. Oh, we've got one in there for 2 minutes. But there he is. My goodness. I'm looking at the penalty box trying to find Zegan. He blended into the no snapshot sign for me there. All right, looks like we're going to be 5-on-5, so no power play. They took the time off the board, so there is going to be 5 aside, and those 2 gentlemen will be in for 2 minutes and a whistle. Tiftiction comes in, oh, just goes wide. I don't think the goalie ever saw that one. He did not move an inch, and that one was really close. Oh, wow, throwing cross checks to try to slow down Backus. Well, guess what? That doesn't work. Tip it out, and in offsides again. So that should come out to the neutral zone on their side of the ice, but we're going to see it in our zone. I'm sorry, it's center ice. They seem to not quite have that down pat yet. And nice poke check by Tiftiction and offsides. All right. Raiders are doing well here. They're keeping their composure even during some seemingly heated exchanges. Face-off goes to the Locomotives and they dump it in deep. Mr. Backus is going to get on his horse and go get after that one. Gets a nice check to slow the player down. And Tiftiction is going to go in with speed, as usual. Bounces it off the wall successfully. Icing is waved off. Got a foot race going here to get to the puck. Nice bump there by Weeds to try to get the guy off the puck, but he's a big, big truck. That's not going to work. Nice, just love tap by Tiftiction to break up that play. Did it at the right speed at the right time. That was really nice. Puck is coming up the wall. And there we go. We move the puck out. Backus gets a love tap, but he's more than happy to absorb those. That's my guy there. Oh, shot, not quite get there. Weeds was really close, but it didn't quite get it on the 5-hole between the wickets there. Makes a fancy move, goes around, doesn't hurt at all. And oh, goodness gracious, they're giving the little guy 2 for that one. Holy cow. Not sure how that was justified, but maybe a makeup call. We'll call it that. We're going to go on the penalty kill. We get Robinson, Nowlin, Brown, and Beck out there to kill the penalty, it looks like. And we get a Locomotive late. Oh, Robinson goes for the gentle tip over, and the falling opponent gets a biscuit in the bucket. Raiders get it out of the zone, drop it deep. The Locomotives get tied up behind the net, trying to break out. They've got their high creeper going as usual. That's interference, but we're going to let it go. That puck comes up the wall and through, and we don't get icing waved off. All right. So Raiders are going to get a wholesale change on defense. So we've got Tiftiction and Backus. Robinson standing there ready to take his face off. Raiders don't win that face off. It goes back to the Locos. Locos are moving it at the top. They fire it around the boards. Tiftiction's there to meet him. Make sure that pass doesn't come out in front of Nico. Well done. Gets possession and avoids the check and gets slashed without anything. Shot comes in, it goes in. Dang it. Goal Locomotives. We are all tied up with 2:55 in the second. We knew this was going to be a dogfight from the get-go, but was hoping our opponent was not going to be wearing stripes. So let's keep going, Raiders. We're going to do well. We're going to get this going and make it happen. Little conversation with Nico. They bring out the the Ambrosio, Smith, and Nash line. Goodness. Locomotives are having trouble with their line assignments, and center gets tossed. Smith gets a chuckle out of it. Nice tied up in the face-off circle. I mean, this is a very well-matched game. Puck goes on net on accident. That was an interesting, nearly scary play. The Locomotives are just taking any opportunity to put their hands on our boys. I'll leave it there. Puck goes around the back of the net, goes up the wall, and a nice little scrum in the corner there. Cross checks being exchanged. Puck comes up, but not quite out. Gets shoveled into the corner. Looks like Mr. Cox will win that race. Fires it up the boards to Nash. Nash gets pinned. Still manages to keep control and clear the zone. Well done, Mr. Nash. And Ambrosio gets in and out just in time. Nash gets a shot. Rebound. Oh, back of the stick for Smith. I think that puck comes on his forehand. He buries it. Coxie makes a nice move. Gets the puck out of the zone. Goes up to Ambrosio. Ambrosio one-on-one. He's not looking, but he's shooting. He got it around. Nash comes up the wall. Doesn't quite get it deep. And the puck gets moved to the middle ice right to Mr. Beasley. Beasley sees the pass. Oh! Just missed the net. Oh, I mean by inches that just missed the net. Robinson in there. Over to Nash, and oh, he just duffs it. Just didn't get all the wood on there. Goes up to the blue line wisely. Robinson just gets a tap on it, doesn't get it too deep. Takes a look, makes a move, gets hit on the boards. He was gonna fire that to Nash. I saw that one developing. Cox gets back to the puck. They wave off the icing appropriately. The Locos get a change as well as the Raiders. Time and space for Beasley. Beasley gets it across. Liam takes it in quickly. Makes that turn around. Fires it up top. And we are in the midst of a change and don't quite. Oh, another shot on net, doesn't go in. Gets tipped wide by one of the defensemen. Liam mishandles the puck behind the net. It goes up and out to the Locomotives, but Mr. Beck always there to answer the call. That will be icing. Woo! Stretched that call out for me, didn't he? We're bringing that up for a face-off inside the Locomotive zone as appropriate. Robinson on the face-off with Brown, Hatcher, Nowlin, and Beck. Waiting for the outcome. Not sure what that whistle was for. Raiders win the face-off. Gets a foot on it. And nice reverse check by Brown. Robinson fighting through the check and gets thrown down, but that's okay. Right there to Brown. Brown makes a nifty move, gets it to Beck. Robinson tips it. Oh, it's still loose. Go! That's in the net! Oh, goodness gracious. No, it's not. No yelling. All right, let's keep it going, Raiders. Yelling about protecting the goalie. That's cute. Well, we are in the middle between second and third period. Very boisterous mom on the Locomotive side. We're going to continue play here. We're going to get an ice make. The boys are coming off the ice, and what you can't see is that The Zamboni door hasn't opened yet, but the Raiders are headed into the locker room for some deep conversation, some strategery, and we'll be back in a few. Go Raiders. right, readers, we are coming back live. And the Zamboni, I think, is making its final pass along the ice here to make things ready for our third period. So we are definitely in a dogfight. It is tight. 3 shots on goal is the shot differential, and we are tied at 1-1 in the third period. There have been some interesting developments, so we're looking forward to a third period with some good things happening. Puck is not going to be dropped for a couple more minutes. Zamboni taking one more pass by the edge of the ice and loading up to come off. Hopefully he lifts that water. All right. Well, he's probably going to give us a couple minutes to let this dry. And I don't see any zebras out on the ice yet, or any tall black and white posts. So I'm going to say that we're going to have a couple more minutes of intermission here going into the third period. Seeing some really great play from both teams. This has been a very competitive match. We were expecting that after looking at the standings. I think the difference for the Raiders will be speed. If I'm procrastinating on what is going to happen, I don't know. I'm going to have to ask around to see who we think is going to get the next one here. I think the Raiders are well positioned, though. They've been playing at a high level. These kids are at least a year older in most cases. We are playing in an 18 UA bracket, and that means that a 17 UA team, which is the Locomotives, will be we're up against. So a little more experience maybe, but you know what? No worse for wear. The Raiders are doing a great job today. Having some good conversations on the bench below me here. And there's a couple of good conversations going. I see some smiles. I see some intense looks. I think Elizabeth is definitely ready to go. She's got the look on her face. She's ready and raring to go. All righty. All right, so the nets are going to be both on here. I think we'll get a brief, maybe 30-second warm-up, and we shall see how it goes. All right, Raiders look like they're ready. They don't have that that dazed and confused look they had the other evening against Monarch. So I'm happy about that. Let's see what we're going to do here. They seem to be having some kind of a conversation. They get a biscuit. And wondering if they're going to have a warm-up here. Maybe that's what they're discussing over there. All right, we've got a puck on the ice. We've got one official. And seems to be something with the clock, so I'm going to take a wild guess and say they're going to do a quick warm-up. Not sure what the delay is here, so bear with me. Between periods, I had the chance to sneak out and grab a frosty beverage and looked over, and there's a Mite Jamboree next door on the other rink over here at Apex. And I tell you what, It doesn't get any more adorable than mite hockey, does it? They are moving up down the ice in a swarm of activity, all chasing that little biscuit. So we get the whistle. Everything seems to be in order, and we are ready for the third period. Over the wall goes Nash, Ambrosio, and Smith, with Backus and Moore, and last but not least, Tiftiction on the ice. Raiders got 5, and we are ready to go. Oh, we're going to go ahead and get a warm-up. Okay, so that was the conversation that was being had, and a little bit of a fake out there, so it's going to be interesting to see here what lines are going to go out. Everybody's getting ready, doing their rituals on the ice. Up, Zeig and Beasley with a chuckle. Mohawk, the red line sniper, picked him off and sent him on a tumble, and he's getting a kick out of it himself, so that's good. Don't think I've ever seen Zegan in a bad mood. All right, everybody's getting warm, getting loose, getting a little skate in, trying to make it all happen. My goodness. They look so much more energized in this third period. I'm thinking we had some good conversations. It gives us the nod in the stands there. Beasley's locked in. All right. Making sure those edges are still silky smooth and ready to go. Team gathers in front of the net, one by one, as they get ready to go here for the third period. I think they got an unofficial, official 3 minutes, and the parents are getting good pictures here. We're getting ready for that third period. This is the whole enchilada. This is going to be the determining period. So obviously the goal is to win this period. And I see Coach Woodley making a nice tactical move. He's adjusting matchups and allowing his team to come out. Well, get the Locos, get the puck, dump it in the corner. Fires it up the boards, gets to Nash. Nash plays it back to Tiftiction nicely. And Ambrosio with a nice poke check. Oh, goes across the crease, no one there for it. Little check, no problem. Nash rolls it off. Nash gets a hold of the puck. Puck comes in, goes around the net. Nash still has it. Nash looks, still moving, still has time and space. Space gets cut down. Tiftiction gets a little surprised when he lifts his eyes up. Puck is moving, and Backus tried to get it out, didn't quite get it clear. Moves it across the crease. Ambrosio catches that. Nash catches a little bump, no problem. We get into the zone. Oh, and the Locos get it out, but Nash, right to Nash. Nash is going in, and Ambrosio was offsides. Came in a little early. Okay, that's going to give us a wholesale line change. We got Robinson, Hatcher, and Brown. Cox and Beasley. Face off and neutral. A little grace given there. Face off was one, went into the locomotive zone, gets cleared out. Mr. Cox sends it right back in, goes across D to D. Stretch pass read by Robinson. Put in to Mr. Hatcher. Oh, and Hatcher a little quick on the trigger on the pass. But, oh, Brown with a nice reverse check. And lifts it in offsides just by a hair. Mr. Hatcher was not quite back onside there. Super close, but we're okay with it. Puck comes out to the middle. Robinson on the faceoff. Brown, Hatcher, Cox, and Nowlin Face-off ends up in the Locomotive's hands, and nearly a poke check there. Locomotives are moving the puck well right now. Nice poke check there by Cox. Knocks them down, and a slash there. Another one on his hands, and that's a high stick, but we're gonna keep playing. Ain't no problem. Mr. Brown coming up to make his presence known, and he is getting absolutely brutally slashed. Hatcher all by himself. Robinson comes to join the party. Pass, shot. Oh, doesn't quite get through. Robinson gets a hold of it. He lets it slide a little bit to get space. Gets it against the board, protects the puck, moves it up. Gets up to Nolan, takes a swing and a miss. Another swing. Oh, it goes a little high there. Oh, fires it out front for Passalia. I don't think he saw that one coming yet. My goodness, they're getting peppered with slashes here. That's all right, our Raiders are tough. They're gonna hang in and take care of it. Puck goes down for icing. Little, could have waved that one off, but they went with a sluggish approach. So the puck is coming back down into the zone. Stellino on the face-off. Drop down. Locomotives have it behind the net. Raiders see that play coming and read it. Get the puck down the ice, maybe just slow enough to get this waved off. It is waved off. Stellino makes the move to get there in time. Gets it to Weeds. Weeds protects it on the board. Puck comes up, goes around Passalia, but Stellino's there with, my goodness, that man is fast. A nice pass goes off the boot, but to Beck. Beck always makes sure to clean up the middle. Good trade of those Beck kids. They're going to do that every day of the week. Wiedemeyer gets it up the boards. Gets dragged down, but no call. They're coming up the ice, and he gets blocked off. Still gets a shot off, but Nico's up to the task as usual. Puck gets over to Smith. A little bumble, but he's still sticking with it on the forecheck. And that's going to be Nash taking that puck into the zone. Oh, almost gets it in there by himself. Dumps it in gets us a nice quick change on defense. Nash holds it in, filling in for his D-man. And we finally get 5 out. Goes back, and Nash was supposed to head back towards the middle on that, but nice turn by Smith there, up to Backus. Backus back to Smith. Smith gets a little time around the middle, and Tiff Tiction is in position, ready to make the forecheck. They dump it in instead, and he's going to make his move here. Gets it over to Nash with speed. He returns it up ice to Hogan Ambrosio. Doesn't quite get it there. Goes a wicked funky bounce off the glass there. Poke check. Oh! And it fumbles into the net. Just throw it at the net and hope it goes well. Well, it did. No fault of Nico's though. That was not not what we wanted to see there. But let's go ahead and get it cleaned up. Let's go ahead and get that one back, Raiders. It's 2-1 Locos right now. Liam sneaks the puck away on the face-off. Charlie Brown comes up with it in the zone, tries to get a shot off, gets his stick blocked. Robinson moves around. Hatcher moves it up to Cox. Cox fires it. Liam gets a stick on it. It's falling to the ice. Up to Robinson. Oh, just couldn't get wood on that one. Or I should say carbon fiber these days. Puck gets moved out of the danger area, and Cox gets a little bump to let him know that he's there. Hatcher moves it out. Brown going over aggressively on the forecheck. They still make the pass, but they try to send it up our ice, and Robinson's there with the poke check. Taps it in. Brown gets it. Makes a nice move. Oh, and they fire it out the length of the ice. And this is going to be icing. Raiders will have the face-off in the Loco zone. All right, we have got Bale, Stelino, and Wiedemeyer. It's a new look. And up top to Beck, fires one. Oh, nice thought by Weeds there. Good defense of it. Wicked. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you. That was a wicked elbow. Ooh, interference. Yeah, that'll be 2. So let's go ahead and get the power play going. They are going to make a line change here. They are sending out. Okay, they're sending out the Nash line here with Stelino and Ambrosio. And on defense, Backus and Tiftiction. Face-off goes. Tiftiction just couldn't quite keep it in. That's all right. He's going to move around, set up, and he's going to wheel around the net. With speed, he goes across ice to Nash. Nash to Backus. Backus brings it in. Ambrosio should win this foot race, and he does. He's able to protect the puck, get it back up to Tiftiction, who sends it back down. And they are tied up on the boards. He comes out with it. Boy, that's an aggressive corner down there. Stelino's got it, up to Tiftiction, back to Nash. Nash takes a look, decides otherwise, goes around. Oh, he has a line. He's got a line, gives it to Backus. Backus gets slowed down there, but it gets right over to our guy Ambrosio. Nash gains it again. And the Locos gain control. They're moving into the neutral zone. Stelino's coming in for the back check. And Tiftiction is going to roll around that net, give the player a nudge, and we're going to try to gain possession here. We only got 50 seconds left on the power play. There we go. We get possession. We're moving forward. A little long for Nash. Nash tries to cut it off and get in there. Can't quite get there. Puck still in the neutral zone. Robinson and Nash and Ambrosio are out there. We get a change. Tiftiction goes. Liam grabs the puck high, fires a shot, rebound. Goal, Raiders! Nice job. I think that's 2 for Nash. Is that Nash on that one, or is that Ambrosio? Nice job, Holden. Good goal, buddy. Well done, Raiders. 2-2. 7 minutes, 19 seconds left in the game. This is going to go down to the wire. It is going to be whoever scores last wins. Nice win there by Robinson. Wins it back. Beck gets a little greeting for his troubles. Robinson makes a pivot. Gets it to Beck. Beck takes a shot. Goes off a locomotive player. Pope checks it away over to Nolan. Nolan sees Hatcher. Sends it down, and we get icing. Just another game of inches. Boy, that was an aggressive send down to the official. Usually you float it down there because you don't want to make him mad. All right, they back him out of the circle. They go right back in. Robinson wins the face-off to the wall. Oh, stop, save. Way to go, Mr. Moore. Nico coming up big. That away, Nico. Raiders collapsed on that, lifted sticks, and cleared pucks. Way to go, Raiders. Face off for Robinson. And he should be tossed for that. Robinson ties him up. Oh, goodness, the Locomotives get it off the post. Gotta love a little iron in your diet. Hatcher lifts the stick, almost gets it to Brown. Oh, goodness gracious, that was a good play. We're not offsides any longer, so we're gonna bring it in. Little miscommunication there. Gotta talk about that a little bit. And, right at his feet. Oh, darn it. Locos pick it up, fire it across, make a nice tape-to-tape pass, and dump it in for what should have been icing. Okay, goes up to the blue line. Weeds goes up to help and loses a twig. I hope it wasn't broken. Nico gets the save. They try to go around the other side. The Raiders are there to protect their keeper. Way to go, boys. Stalino's going up against the big man. No problem at all. And they knock it down low. They try to send it across. Misses everything but the air. Weeds gets it to Brown. Brown gets onside. Shot. Oh, right in the basket. Right in the biscuit basket. Yep, somebody's getting sent for that one. No? Oh, wow. All right, well, Stalino coming in for the face-off. Goes across, goes back up to Beasley. Oh, Beasley off to Pasalia. Off the boards back to Beasley. Beasley fires it. Goalie blockers it high off the glass. Pasalia in the corner. Going to do the dirty work. Doesn't mind at all. Wiedemeyer gets it. Tap between his skates. Still keeps control. Tried to go to Cox, but got tipped. Another elbow there. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, Raiders have it at center ice. Beasley tosses around, looking for a Pasalia. Comes right back to Beasley like it was on a boomerang. Gets a long stretch pass to Weeds. Oh, Weeds just misses lifting the puck over the stick to get out of the zone there. Beasley's coming, makes the hit. And the slash, my goodness gracious. And a hand pass. Thank you for picking that up. That was indeed a hand pass, despite the conflicting opinion. The Raiders are coming out on defense with Petition and Backus. We've got Smith, Nash, and the goal scorer Ambrosio. That line has been hot tonight. Coach is letting them roll. Puck goes down, Raiders win. Petition gets the puck. Got a hard forecheck going by those locomotives. They're really hustling. Ambrosio shoots one off the goalie. Into the corner. Nash was on the forecheck there. Tiftiction gets a hold of that puck. Good job. Nash fights through a check, gets pulled down. Goes around the boards to another loco. And I think he's using a wood stick here. I think that is indeed a wood stick. Goes off the boards. Tiftiction to Backus. Backus to Ambrosio. And Locos knock it down. Raiders get there in time. Gets it off to Tiftiction. Makes a nice spin. We're getting a change in the midst of this nonsense here in the neutral zone. Nice tip by Ambrosio. Calls the icing off because Ambrosio got a stick on it. Robinson gets it. Up to nice move up to Tiftiction. And we're getting all kinds of physicality here. They're talking a lot too. My goodness. Chirpity chirp, chirp, chirp. All right. Liam's on the face-off. He's going to move this one, I'm going to guess, towards the boards. And he does. Sees Charlie Brown. Brown gets a little slow roller. Oh, almost there for Hatcher. Hatcher made the move, and Beck makes a nice poke check. And it gets a nice pass out to Hatcher. Hatcher and Robinson in the zone. And we've got a penalty on the Locomotives. Hooking. Wait a minute. On Hatcher? I'm not sure where that one came from. Did anyone else catch that? All right, looks like the Raiders are going to be on the penalty kill here. With 3:05 left in the game, we are tied at 2-2. We're going to have 1:05 minutes at even strength, but we don't mind killing off penalties. This group has had a number of shorthanded goals, and they continue to be very stout on the penalty kill. So we're going to have Coach is drawing up a plan down there. We're talking about it. We're looking at it. We're talking about it. I think we're going to get a PK unit out there. They took a timeout. I think they took that timeout to give the boys some rest and talk about things. And maybe a little strategery being discussed. Neither team reacted to the referees blowing the whistle to get the game started again. And we get a 1-2-3 Locos. Let's see what the Raiders are going to do here. Coach is coaching. Raiders are listening. All right, Raiders are out. Looks like Beasley, Robinson, and Nowlin. Robinson wins the faceoff. The Raiders clear the zone. It's going to be icing. Brown down there for the forecheck. Well done. 1:55 left in the penalty against Hatcher. Regis on the faceoff. Robinson. I think he's going to go back left. Or, I'm sorry, back right. Off the wall. Doesn't quite get out. They shoot high and miss. Charlie Brown and Robinson come up the ice together. Robinson gets a unique pass from Brown. Oh, fires it, hits the back of the net. Tried to go off the goalie. Robinson hustling back to get into the play, making sure that we've got as many as we can here to address this rush. Well done there by Mr. Nowlin, slowing down the rush. Puck goes across. Robinson on the forecheck. Goes in the zone, comes out of the zone. Back to Brown. Brown knocks it out. We are down to 1:13 left in the power play. They are still in their own zone. The Locomotives have not really possessed well in our zone, and that's going to be icing. Raiders are going to be going back down the ice for the faceoff. And we've got Tiftiction and Backus. And it looks like Stalino and Nash on the penalty kill. Boy, that's a quick bunch. Stalino ties up the puck in the faceoff. Locos come and get it. Raiders happy to let them have it in their own zone and forecheck. There's no one open for a stretch, so the Raiders are going to skate to the puck hard here and let them dump it in deep, but get to it first. And Tiftiction gets to it, falls to his knees, gets back up with the puck. Puck gets loose. Nash is given chase. Oh, we've got a Loco down. And Stalino grabs the puck, goes up to Nash. Nash gives it a poke, gets it over, and Tiftiction gets a hold of it. 26 seconds left in the power play. The penalty kill is being effective for the Raiders, and the Locos look like they're a little bit out of coal, out of steam, out of gas. Raiders are still going with pep. Got a nice dump in there by Tiftiction. Goes around the wall to Nash. Picked up by the Locomotives. They're going to try to break out with 2-1 and even strength. We've got Robinson, Brown, and off to the races is Mr. Hatcher. Shoots! Oh, just misses. Robinson goes around, takes a stick to the face. But thank God he's got that bubble on. He's a cute kid. Hatcher in the corner, gets an elbow thrown at him. Probably the most wicked one I've seen today. And they're on the wall. Liam fires it out. Goal! Raiders! Goal! Robinson to Hatcher. 3-2, 34 seconds left. Let's go! That's away, boys! From the sin bin to the clouds. Wow, good job, Mr. Hatcher. Robinson dishes to Hatcher. Hatcher gets a big goal. He's been due. He's been doing all the work on the apples, and he was due for one. Happy to see he got that. Way to go, Mr. Hatcher. Face off. Raiders tie it up in the middle. Locos have pulled their goalie. The Locos have pulled their goalie. No goalie on the other end of the ice. The Raiders have it. Get it to Brown. Brown fires it up the wall. Locos keep it in. Raiders fire the puck behind the net to keep it safe. And Brown tries to tip it, looking for another empty netter to ice it. 8 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raiders win! Raiders are going to the championship this afternoon. They outlast the Locos 3-2. Way to go, Raiders. We will be seeing you for the championship game this afternoon against the Highland Hills Jaguars 16 UAA. Well played game. Knew it was going to be super tight. Well done, Raiders. Strong finish. All right, Raiders. Thanks so much for a wonderful dose of hockey in the morning. Terrific outcome, the one we had hoped for, and very pleased with the play of the Raiders. They did a great job staying together as a unit, doing all the little things that you got to do, and making it happen. All right, Raiders, let's get them off the ice and get them home for some rest and see if we can go win ourselves a trip to the northern neighbors up in Canada. Go Raiders. Thanks so much for listening and tuning in. We hope to see you again this evening at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Go Raiders.